Hey everybody, Arturo Johnson here, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to book 30 high-quality sales appointments each week using AI and Facebook ads to scale your business to $10,000 a month in sales in just 90 days using AI audiences. And so if we haven't met, I am the king of leads, Arturo Johnson. You can go to my Instagram at Arturo Johnson Consulting, and you can see there where I've helped over 1,200 life insurance agents to scale their business from 10K a month to 10K a week using an automated and predictable system. And so in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how I've been able to help these agents to reach 6 and 7 figures using this AI powered lead generation system. And so without further ado, let's hop right in. So this training is how to book 30 high quality sales calls each week with AI and Facebook ads to scale your business to $10,000 a month within 90 days using AI audiences. And so there's a saying that my good friend Alex Branning said when he came to our mastermind, which was AI isn't going to replace you, but the agent using AI is, because one of the things that most agents struggle with is their only form of leverage is their ability to call leads, make dials, to run appointments. And so if they aren't working, then they aren't making money. And what we have to do is we have to incorporate AI, which is going to revolutionize the world in our lifetime. This is going to be the biggest generational wealth transfer in our lifetime. And so if you pick up what I'm putting down in this video, you can be a part of this digital gold rush that's about to happen. And you want to have some leverage. You want to have insights. You want to have data. You want to use a sniper rifle instead of a shotgun, because if you can use AI to prospect for you, to qualify, to rate, to connect and engage with people, and then ultimately only book the qualified people and repel the tire kickers and the brokies, then this is going to give you the ultimate form of leverage so that you're only speaking with people who are closing deals. Like my client, Jeremy Hayes, who did $313,000 in issue pay business on his own pen last month, as well as wrote $1.2 million in annuities. Or my client, Zach Young, who's running IU Wells, who does at least 1 to 3 sales per day with the full-blown AI-powered lead generation system, and so many more. Tia Brown's wrote $2 million in annuities, and so on and so forth. You get the point. I'm not going to bore you with that. But one of the things that I want to drive the point home is if you don't have AI in your business, right, there's a point where your business is going to cease to exist. And so here's what I'm going to cover: why most people fail with Facebook ads and how to start advertising on Facebook the right way. And the reason why this is important is because anybody and everybody and their mom seems like they're a Facebook ads expert. But I can remember back in late 2018, early 2019, where nobody was really picking up what I was putting down. And I was kind of the pioneer when it comes to using Facebook to generate leads and to get clients. And there's a couple reasons why this is important is because when you generate your own leads, you get them at cost, so you're not paying for markups. You have control of the marketing and the messaging that is congruent so that you can build trust before people hop on a call. And then 3 is data, right? Data is the new oil. And so if you are buying leads, or you have an agency running yours or something like that, you're giving up a lot of these margins, but more importantly, the data. See, in my business, since I created the veteran niche, I looked at this. There's over 100 agents that have run veteran leads. And so I have my own algorithm inside of my own Google Drive. So at any point, Facebook goes down, YouTube stopped working, they ban TikTok, I can just pick another platform, upload all of the people who have made sales from those lists, and I can start to print money again. So this is very important. The other thing you want to understand is how to create highly profitable Facebook ads that convert like crazy. And there's going to be a full tutorial and best practices in this video. So you want to definitely make sure that you stay tuned. How to use AI audiences to target your most ideal clients first. Now, this is important because ever since the iOS 14 update, right, like the way advertising worked before was amazing, but it changed, right? We saw Zuck go through a bunch of court hearings based on privacy and data. So what that did was that allowed people to opt out of being retargeted, and that really put through a wrench in the plan for marketers like myself. So instead of just leveraging and just giving it to Facebook and letting them kind of test things out, throwing spaghetti at the wall, well, we need to leverage AI audiences to target our most ideal customers. And I'll explain what AI audiences are in just a minute. Then how to optimize, broaden, and profitably to scale to 6 figures per month on Facebook. And so just a quick intro about myself. I'm the founder of Arturo Johnson Consulting. I've worked and consulted with some of the biggest names and brands in the insurance space: John Wetmore, Steve Giordano, Edward Pritchett, Brian Mendenhall, Dave Witcher, Sebastian Janucci, and so many more. Over 1,200 life insurance agents and financial advisors have been my clients. Ryan Cicelli, Roy Snar of annuityproducer.com, Tia Brown, the #1 annuity producer at FFL. And we helped issue pay over $100,000 using Facebook ads and AI audiences. And you can see here down here some of the people that were attended my mastermind: Cody Askins, Alex Branding, David Dufour. These guys have all been connected to my program because it's just an elite level group of insurance agents, all doing between $30,000 to $100,000 a month. And these guys are like, man, I want to come and pour into the guys that you have in your coaching programs. And so they just come to support because they love what I'm doing. And so this is why most people fail on Facebook is either their offer packaging and positioning is off, meaning you're not showing up as a credible source online. The creative's terrible, right? Where people are just going to the Facebook ads manager and copying something that worked 6 months ago, right? That they see that somebody's just running ads. And so now it's kind of like buying Bitcoin at $60,000. Or the targeting's off, right? Where you don't really know what to do. So you're just putting advanced placements on there and just letting Facebook just spend your money wherever. Or you don't have the systems on the back end to really scale your agency. And that's what we help with. We help with agency owners that are looking to scale and they want the offer and packaging, positioning properly. They want the creatives, the targeting, and they want to scale their agency. And so one of the reasons why 80% of people fail using Facebook ads is because their creative and their targeting is off. And 80% of your results are going to come from these, right? And most people are going to blame the offer or the positioning, but most of the time it's going to come from the creative and the targeting. Now that we're post C19, more people are starting to come online, more agents are online, more people are marketing, right? More people are putting dollars into Facebook. So now it becomes a race for attention. And so the way that you're going to get attention is you're going to need a good creative, and you're going to have to target people with a specific solution to their specific problem. So I hope you guys are getting this. And so what you want to think about is like Facebook is like college. Most people go to YouTube to learn something, but also you can leverage those people if you retarget them from YouTube or Google, and you can target them on Facebook, and you can replicate the same thing that you're doing on Facebook. And the reason why this is important is because a lot of times people are like, oh, I just want to run Google ads or I want to run YouTube ads. Well, the challenge with that is because you're now competing with the top businesses and brands and billion-dollar insurance companies where they're leveraging Google. So you may get more quality leads, but they're going to be 3 to 4 times the price. So instead, what we do is we work smarter and use leverage, which is we use AI audiences to find those people. And then we use a platform like Facebook, which we can gain a competitive advantage, like I said, with the creative and the targeting. And this thus allows us to decrease our cost per lead and lower our cost per acquisition and even the playing field by using quality marketing. So I hope you guys are getting this. And so the perfect ad script is this right here. And so you can see here, like I said, for the veteran niche, you can see all of these ads that I've run. And now everybody and their mom is running the vets. But I can remember when I was getting those vet leads for like $4.50. And funny enough, a lot of agents were complaining about the leads back then. And now those leads, I'm looking at sites, they're like $35 a piece, where people have copied something that was working 2 years ago when we first started this to help over 1,200 agents in the vet niche. But now the guys are like, man, I'm calling and closing some of these old leads that are in my CRM. So why is this important? Because if you focus on what I'm about to show you, this is the blueprint that everybody's running in regards to getting the creative to work. So the first thing you need is the hook, right? The goal here is for your hook to get the ideal customer's attention. And this is also going to repel anybody that isn't your ideal customer. And a lot of times you only pay when people watch a video 30 seconds or more, or they click, right? And so remember, you only got 5 seconds to get somebody's attention because people have the attention of a goldfish. And so what you can see here is one of the ads that we ran for Dave Witcher, who is an integrity marketing partner for the vet leads. It's, if you're a veteran, stop scrolling, right? And the premise to this is that the VA isn't going to cover all of your final expenses, and that's what they think. So they have a problem that if they don't get this other gap coverage that they could be in financial ruin. And so the first thing you got to do is you got to get their attention, call them out, and you got to talk about a problem or dispel a myth. So hook, story, and offer is the framework. So we already talked about the hook. The next thing we need to do is we need to have a story, which is we need to use edutainment. And this is something I want to give credit to Tom Breeze, is you want to use education and entertainment. And people on Facebook are looking for the two things. One is to learn something or to be entertained. And your video must be engaging and educational for the viewer. And this will kind of teach them about a problem that either they know they have, they're unaware of, or they're already looking for the solution. Then last thing you want to do is you want to tell them what to do next. I feel like a lot of times with the marketing is why people ads don't work, is because they're not telling them what to do next. And so regardless, whatever advertising you're doing, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, your goal is to always figure out before you even create something, who you're talking to, what it is that you want to explain to them, and then what you want them to do next. And this framework is called the hook, the story, and the close. And the reason why this is important is because this is a simple framework. This is a principle that you can apply to any marketing or advertising. This is always going to work because you want to get their attention or use some type of pattern interrupt. You want to call them out. You want to make sure that you give people value. You want to encourage them. You want to do it rocks at their enemies, or you want to bring awareness to a problem that they don't know that they have. And then after you do that, if this sounds like something that they want to learn more about, you want to tell them exactly what to do. Click the link below, fill out this form, go to this page, call me, send me a DM, whatever the case is, we want to make sure that we have the next action step mapped out. So the hook is going to be the first 30 seconds, which is make a big promise or a claim, ask a question, call out your ideal client or customer. You want to act out the problem, or you want to combine a little bit of any of these. Then the story is going to be the next 2 minutes, which is social proof of credibility. Why should they be listening to you? Because that's the first thing when you show up in the ad, right? The first thing everybody's thinking is scam. But if you call them out and you start talking about the problem, they secretly think that you have the answer or the solution. Then you want to establish some credibility. Then you want to talk about the 3 problems along with the solution, right? And then the last thing is, the last 2 minutes is you want to do a CTA, no risk guarantee, urgency, scarcity, and then call to action. So it's like for the veterans, right? It's if you're a veteran, stop scrolling. The VA isn't going to cover all of your burial and final expenses. If you want to be able to, any event that something happens to you, leave your family with a check instead of a bill. Click the link below and let's go over all of your options, right? And so you can see there that we solved a specific problem for veterans, because most veterans think that the VA is going to cover those things, and it doesn't. So if you want my Facebook ads script and swipe file, just go ahead and comment the word script, and I'll send you a link over under this video. And so the other thing is you want to use what already works. You don't want to reinvent the wheel, right? Facebook ads copy, email copy, organic posts, competitors' videos, and steal your best converting copy that is already proven to work, rewrite them with the hook, story, offer, close. So if you have a post, if you have a saying that you do in your presentation that already works, if you're pretty much everybody's watching this video is already aware of the ads library. If you're scrolling through and you're seeing some things that work, the number one thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to copy exactly what someone else is doing. You want to take it, you want to put this framework to it, and you want to use it. There's a saying that good artists copy and great artists steal. So what you want to do is you want to steal something that's already working, and then you want to implement this hook, story, and offer to make it yours, and then use that. All right. So you want to model what's working. And so here's how to film your Facebook ad. Step 1 is you want to film the hook first. Ideally, film these in a setting where the viewer says these 3 things. They want to be him or her, they want to be doing that, or they want to feel that way. This all depends on the awareness and the level of your ideal customer. The next thing you want to do is you want to film the story and the close, and which is the second section. And you want to film this in a different setting relevant to the prospect. So if we go back and look at what we did for Dave Witcher, right? Is we filmed it, and then we have some servicemen carrying a casket, which is very important. And so you want to make this relevant to them in an office. I think some people did them at the burial sites of veteran graveyards, or if you're doing gym or something, or a workout, right? Or entrepreneurs in an office, right? If you're targeting business owners, right? And so a couple things that you just need, again, keep this really simple. I can tell you that a ton of the videos that work the best is going to be directly from your iPhone. So we don't need to get crazy about this. So natural lighting, an external microphone. I think I've seen these cool microphones that connect right into your phone on TikTok, these USB ones for like $5. You could just go scroll through TikTok and type in live microphone. It's going to pop up. And anytime you get on TikTok, it's going to just follow you around. And then you can use a teleprompter. All right. One of the things that I want to make sure that you guys understand is nobody is as talented as they think they are. So you want to make sure that you script these out and use a teleprompter. You can use Big View. You can use teleprompter. That you can just buy off of Amazon, but you want to script this out. The best movies, my favorite actor of all times is Denzel Washington, but he reads off of a script, right? He memorizes it and then he speaks it. And so for you guys, you want to nail this because this is so crucial to your profit margins. You want to make sure that you write these out and then you use the teleprompter. Post-production, right? You want to add captions, B-roll, motion graphics, sound effects, music background. You want to move the viewer. You want to make sure that you can retain their attention. You want to make them feel what you're saying. You want to give them some imagery and some visual hooks to keep the viewer engaged, because everybody's attention span is probably like 5 seconds, maybe even 2 seconds at this point. And so you want to make sure that you're keeping the viewer's attentions, captivating them, and then wowing them with the edits to look like you put a lot of effort into these videos. And these are the ones that are going to last, because what happens is most people just create a rinky-dink video. It works for a little bit, and then I can see them refreshing it over and over and over again, and it fatigues really quickly because they didn't spend enough time working on it. Here's how to know if your Facebook ad sucks. If your CTR is 1% or less, the bare minimum that you need after launching is about 1%. 1 to 2% is really, really good, right? And then over 2% is absolutely amazing. So here's a case study. Jeremy Hayes has been running ads with us for 2 years and 4 months and 9 days. His average CTR is about 2.03%. He spends about $17,000 a month. His cost per call is $43.87. His average AP per month is $100,000. And last month, he issue paid over $313,000. And he's been with us, and he's made over $1 million in personal income working with us. Here's how this AI growth infrastructure works. And if you worked with us, this is how we can implement that into your business, where we install this AI powered lead generation system. Is we use educational content with the hook, story, and the close. And then we use this AI audience where we get data from people who have actually looked for specifically what it is that you offer, particularly annuities, mortgage protection, or IULs. And then we use the content that we know already solves their problem, like we did for the vets, and we put content in front of those people that have actively already searched for these things online. On Facebook, we use a landing page to capture their information. We then follow up with them with an AI survey to ask them some more questions to get the intent and to qualify those people. We use an AI client management system to send out automated text. We have a chat bot in there, and to also book them calls. We also tack on an AI dialer. This AI dialer has a local presence. And what this does is this increases the contact ratio by 20 to 30%. So this ultimately gets you 2 to 3 more booked calls per day, which is going to make you 2 to 3 more sales every single week. Then just book a call, right? Super simple. A lot of these people, when they go through our system using our AI powered lead generation system, a lot of these people will become a lead. They will fill out the AI survey, and then they will actually auto book themselves onto your calendar. So an agent can wake up on a Monday with 6, 8, even 10 appointments fully automated, booked on their calendar while they're sitting there watching NFL Red Zone on Sundays. And then from there, you just conduct the sales call. We give you one proven script that works so that you can take a stranger into a paying client in between 25 to 35 minutes. Most of my clients, like Jeremy Hayes, they're closing these deals 3 to 5 sales per day in like 25 minutes. And from there, ultimately, they become a client. And so this is the AI growth infrastructure that we implement and install in our business for our clients. So now I want to go over the Facebook ads targeting one-on-one. So interest targeting versus AI targeting. You can target people based on who they are, aka their interests. So the reason why this is important is because, for example, I'm from the South Side of Chicago. So when I grew up before the internet, my whole paradigm and my community was based on physical location. The community that I went to, the gas station, the convenience store, the church that I went to was all based on my physical location. Well, once the internet came about, it broke apart this community for people to just be clumped together based off their physical location. Now people are based online and come together by their interest. So we can target people using Facebook based off their interests, things that they like, right? And so you can see here, when people are looking for specific things like life insurance, like health insurance, all right, voting, whatever the case may be, you can search and target people through Facebook using that. But what we use AI audiences. And the reason why this is important is because we want to target people specifically for a specific problem that they've already searched out. See, there's people that are unaware. There are people who are problem aware, and then there are people who are solution aware. And we want to use educational content and put it in front of people that have already actively looked for their solution. So I hope you guys are getting this. And so that's why we use AI audiences. And there's three types of customers. There's the checkout shopper, the in-store shopper, and the window shopper, right? And so the checkout shopper is brand aware, product and problem aware. And this is where we use the AI audience lists like I talked about, right? Then the in-store shopper is like cold traffic, where they're kind of just looking around. They're kind of aware of the product, but they're not really sure. They just have a certain interest, right? And you can use placements and custom audiences. For example, if you're a life insurance agent and you got a whole bunch of leads for IULs, you can sort that by the people who became clients, all right? And then you can upload that list into Facebook and run ads to them, right? Or just the window shoppers, right? These are the people that we kind of want to repel, because we want to let our ads do the heavy lifting. That these people are kind of warm, they understand the brand, the product, but they're not really aware of the problem that they have. And so these people are kind of in market, and these are going to be, they have a little bit of affinity to the audience. This is why you don't want to upload your entire list. You want to sort it by people who booked the call, people who became clients, because these people are tire kickers and window shoppers. And again, we want to attract the people who are checkout shoppers and in-store shoppers, and we want to repel the window shoppers. And so this is exactly how you can scale using this targeting timeline. So if you use retargeting lists first, you want to use low-hanging fruit from your existing client base. You can use Facebook audiences. I don't recommend it, but if you don't have a list, then that's where you can start. This should say keywords. It says keyboards, but it should say keywords. Or you can use custom audiences of people who have booked a call with you before. Once you have that, then you can find out the similarities, maybe the interest that they have, which is affinity, right? We're all based online, based off the interests and affinities that we have. Then you can use specific placements. When I first start, I always want to just use the in feed. So Facebook feed, Instagram feed. Then if you want to switch to like in market, which is just using advanced placements, you can do that. You can do it based off of topics, or you can use lookalike audiences based off your ideal customers, which is what I highly recommend, a 1%, 1 to 3%. And this is ultimately how you can scale. And so the next thing that we want to do is we want to use either those that target in there to scale, or we can use AI intent-based audiences. And so this is really where you just like pick the low-hanging fruit, because if we use AI audiences, we can scrape information from people who have already searched and looked on Google. This is what we use to make sure that we get high intent, not even just trying to get the cost per lead as low as possible. We're trying to get the highest intent and the most reasonable price for the lead, because you don't need more leads or you'd already be a millionaire. You need more high intent quality conversations, people that are open and willing to take advantage of the product or service that you offer. So this is intent-based audience. This is low-hanging fruit. And this is why all of my clients are just making money hand over fist. They're just printing money. So here's a case study. One of my clients, he's doing T65 for veterans, and he came to me, paid me $10,000, and it was working before for Medicare, but his cost per lead got to $30.61, and he was using interest-based targeting. And this is over a 3-month time frame that he spent on one audience. And within 1 week of working with us, we implemented these AI audiences, and we got his cost per lead down to $4.86 with the intent-based validation of the AI audiences. And it's obviously, if we can, so we decreased his cost per lead by 80%. So what that probably did was 4x his profit margins. So I hope that you guys are getting this. AI audiences is the key in a new way for you to scale your business if you're using Facebook ads. And so hopefully this video was helpful. I know this was kind of a deep dive, a more advanced video, but if you found this video helpful, go ahead, give me a like, comment below script if you want the proven ad script that we have for the vets, as well as you can follow me on Instagram. Send me a DM if you'd like to work with us at Arturo Johnson Consulting on Instagram. All right, guys, hope this video is helpful. I'll see you in the next one.